My beautiful stars, reading time. So we're going to do a clarity reading. This collective, you're questioning your intuition about something. Could be thinking you're a little bit crazy. So let's get into it. All right, what's your main focus? What are you questioning right now? Action, rapid movement forward. What are you questioning? Okay, so we've got action. Cheetahs could be a sign for you, animal. Dark night of the soul. Cosmic healing. Okay, whatever you're stressing about action-wise, I do think this is activating something in your armor. You could be feeling like you're going through another ascension period. And also, if this is an attached energy to you, maybe you've been thinking this person's going through a dark night of the soul, some form of transformation. But again, this collective, you have confusion over you. So, cosmic healing. I think, again, this is something you're questioning. Hold on, I want one more for Dark Night of the Soul. Okay, I think that really confirms both. So again, I think the right collective, for you to be questioning your intuition right now, something's happened that's made you intuitively feel like this energy is around you. Let it be for your own life. So acceleration in your own life in certain areas, but I am feeling attached energy as well. So like I feel this has just maybe really come over you in the past 24 hours, the past couple days. I'm more gravitating towards, I think you're questioning if someone's going through this right now. But again, if it's stirring up emotion in you that you really felt like you've been healing as well, you could be questioning if this is just another ascension period for you where you're having to remove this thought pattern. I always say when we're ascending, whatever that main focus is, it's not serving us. It needs another direction in the mind. But you've got two here about green light and movement forward. So this is a concern for the right collective. Well, not a concern, but this is what you're overwhelmed with. Let's get two more for your top row. Wow, look at all the movement energy you have. So again, we'll do a what you think is going on versus what's really going on. So again, I think this is where the static is. Maybe you as a collective, you would clearly struggle with abandonment trauma because this has come out, but maybe attached energy you experienced with this person. You felt very abandoned here, but again, new start, taking a leap of faith, stepping into the unknown. It's definitely a focus for you. Hold on, I want one more for abandonment. Okay, and avoidant, holy moly. So that's that axe energy. Intuitively, this is clearly a focus for this collective. Avoidant, abandonment, rapid movement forward, the green light, the new beginning. But with cosmic healing and dark night of the soul here, I do think whatever you're accelerated in the mind with, you are questioning your own trauma, especially with the attachment of this energy. Hold on. Heart space. All right, a lot of triggers. You could be thinking this person's a karmic connection for you, but a lot of triggers here. Turmoil, resentment. If you've been treated this way, you would have some resentment, if you know it or not. You're trying to let go and love yourself. And maybe that's why this is overwhelming you. It's like every time you feel like you're letting go of this situation emotionally, something comes up and stirs up the emotion again. So this collective, you definitely struggle or have struggled, or you're trying to heal your abandonment trauma. You could have really put a lot of effort into this person whenever this was done, this chasing energy. I always talk about physically and emotionally chasing, and clearly right now, this collective, because it's such a big focus, you would be aware that you're emotionally chasing them, but codependent, fear of abandonment. So I think that really lines up with as well, though this is on your mind, you're questioning your own attachments here. Like these two, I want one more for karmic. All right, so this, you've got the mask here over these triggers. So this abandonment, this avoidant energy, this person hasn't shown you their true feelings here. Not for a while anyway. Not showing their true feelings, hiding. Maybe there was a bit of gaslighting here. This is probably why you're overwhelmed, because you've got 3 cards here about movement and new beginning, but this collective, like, do not make it fear. This person has not made it clear that they're wanting anything here. That's why you'd be questioning if this is your trauma. They could have actually made it very clear that they don't want anything here, I'm hearing. Let's get one more for this row. So if this person has made it very clear that they don't want anything here, and you've got hopes of cosmic healing and dark night of the soul, you would be feeling crazy. And I remember saying that at the start, because you'd be in deep reflection right now. So sitting there craving this movement, and someone said to you, either they're not in... Oh my gosh, that did not just happen. Okay, and there's that axe I was seeing. All right. So underneath this masked person that you've had a lot of triggers with... Oh, this is a tough one. Okay, so this person likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, wanting to date. But there's a reason I say everything. This collective, I actually really think this person has told you completely opposite. So there's something in your soul that has held on to this. You clearly think it's some form of soul connection. But again, right now, you would be feeling a little bit delulu here. All right, let's just get your top row. The axe came out again. So, and it's funny because that lines up with that row. So this separation, it happened through silent treatment, ghosting, abandonment. So even if this person, maybe not complete ghosting, especially because I'm hearing this person really mentioned that they weren't on the same page as you emotionally anymore. This breakup, the way it happened, how sudden it was, it would have made you feel a little bit ghosted. Maybe a lack of closure. Maybe those words that they said, I just don't feel the same anymore. It never felt enough for your soul, which means this collective, it's not just a, like you've gone through a breakup with this person. So it's not just, you know, someone had feelings for, but it, like kind of that crush energy, there's actually been some form of connection here, but the way that it's ended, it just never made sense to you. So holy moly, okay, this is starting to make a little bit more sense. So this, they like you, romance is blooming, Cupid's arrow. I think I'm hearing a couple things with this axe energy. I think since this all happened, you had faith that this would return, but clearly there's been so much hesitation here. Now I'm also hearing, especially with this card coming out, this could be in your energy, but again, there'd still be hesitation here. One more for this row. That's good. So I think that's more, I think it still confirms both, but you've got the Phoenix over this. So new phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, change mind. But I will say this, my angels, if this person did leave you this way, breakup, separation through silent treatment, abandonment, in your perspective, your main focus, you still in the bottom of your soul feel that this is how you were treated, right? So this is still in you. So even if this Cupid's arrow strikes, if this energy is not healed within this person, it will repeat. I always say healing is to stop the repeated cycles in our life. It's to make us self-aware. It's to realize how much our actions, emotions can really keep us stuck on a loop, especially when it comes to external people and situations we call in. So if this person has not gone through healing, cosmic healing, dark night of the soul, deep in your soul right now, you still feel them to be this, which is probably not the best. And that's probably where you're going crazy, confusion, questioning. Has something happened here? Have they been activated? Are they going through these layers they need to go through? The fact you've got Phoenix over this, that's pretty positive. And that Phoenix energy, it's a lot like that dark night of the soul. We have to walk through that bloody fire countless times. Okay, one more for your top row. Okay. So you got the Passion card. This is about insane chemistry, liking each other equally. Is this collective aware of this? No, you're not. Again, huge detail. This person has presented anything but this. Especially with that axe there. Okay, Chaser. Okay, so right now, clearly this collective, you're in this chasing energy, even if it's just emotionally, energetically chasing. You right now are reliving this separation in your mind. And I feel for the right collective, it's literally kind of just hit you out of nowhere from some form of little trigger in your external. It could have been social media, could have been someone popped back in your life from, you know, around this time period you were with this person. There's something here that had to make you start questioning your emotion again. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, unsure of the future. That is this main collective's energy. One more for that. Okay, questioning if it's coming in. Will we converse more? New beginning, green light, action, rapid movement forward. I feel like in the depth of your soul, you can feel their energy around you. All right, Phoenix, axe, Cupid's arrow. Got me. As we said it. Remember, this isn't what you think is going on versus what's really going on. This is actually the energy around you. So this collective, you're pretty connected. I wouldn't be questioning yourself right now, that's a lesson in itself. You cancel out your intuition with your overthinking and you blur your energy and frequency. You've got the expression of love here. So that means there really is a phoenix and Cupid's arrow. That's good. Someone expresses their love, a message of you, thinking of you, letting you know. Look at it in your energy. You can feel it. You don't trust yourself, this collective. I already know it. This is going to be such a mirrored reading. So where you think right now, going through, and like we said before, ascension period, clearing out thought pattern that does not serve you, your main focus is thinking it's your trauma. Another thing that doesn't serve you is how much you question your intuition. I always say this about a magician's mind. You need a clear perspective. It's like you guys on positivity calls in things. It's the same with negativity, confusion, whatever it is. This collective, that's a lesson in itself for you. You don't trust yourself. Okay, let's just get one for this passion. Dating. And this dating card is also about, it's about meeting someone new. You could have met someone new as well, and maybe you're comparing right now. I did hear that. But it's new energy, especially with this Phoenix here. And you're hoping Dark Night of the Soul, cosmic energy, cosmic healing. I always say, if you guys aren't transforming, if you're not removing the old, you're going to create the old. So I have a feeling that's more confirmation of the activation of energy. Let's get one more. But this is another one about planning, setting a date. You've got two here. Well, three, really. One more for that. Yeah, the person that stabbed you in the back. So without removing this energy, without letting go of the resentment, the triggers. And also, side note, there could have been a new energy of recent that you felt some form of betrayal with, because it did come to my mind. But I think it's more the transformation of energy from the heartbreak, pain, the separation, the shocking attack, the deception. Okay, let's just finish this. All right, rapid movement forward, secrets. So the axe, the stabbed in the back. Maybe you some truths about to come to the surface. So you could actually think there's some form of deep conversation, confession coming. I will get my purple deck when we see what's really going on. Look at all these ones about movement, but this is underneath this unexpected, caught off guard. This is about Dark Night of the Soul. So I think, again, it's confirming both deviations. This collective, I truly think part of your questioning is if this person has had activation, but also for you, how this emotion just came up over you rapidly. So that takes us back to, I think something has truly triggered this in you. So something's come across your table to realign you to the thought of this whole situation. Remember, if they've got energy of presenting you, this collective, you're going through new energy yourself. So there would be a lot of change in you through your own cosmic healing. So I feel you felt like you had broken through a phase of maybe craving this, and I've had a few collectives here of recent that have really broken free from that obsessive phase. But again, it's like something's just ignited in you. And this is probably why you're questioning, am I feeling their energy, or is it something that I still need to work on internally? And it's funny, I put this on top of it, so it's like I was making space for that just intuitively, but I've put it underneath cosmic healing. But this collective, you do believe that expression of love is around you, that there is going to be some form of apology coming. such a focus right now on this whole situation. Avoidant, abandonment, age. I was going to say it before and I stopped myself. I felt like this was a younger collective. Just with this axe energy and the way it was left, it just made me feel like you were kind of connected to someone, and you yourself could have been in that energy as well, not really understanding the power of love, the sanctity of love, knowing how to treat love properly. It just made me feel this collective, maybe you haven't had many love, I don't want to say love lessons or experiences, but it just made me feel like this was a younger collective, but it could be the person connected to you that's younger, right? So through this avoidance, this abandonment, it was done in an immature way, clearly, but this collective, I actually feel there's something to do with age here. So in your mind, and remember, I'm going back to when I said this person just said that they weren't on the same page as you. They could have actually brought this up. They could have brought up an age difference here, or that you're not on the same pages, or it could have been something about values here. Don't make it fit, because this is underneath this row, which ties into everything you're feeling. It would make sense with the age. I always say you can't put years into someone. You can't put life lessons into people. And I find, especially with divines, one of your biggest societal issues, and you don't all embody it, but I find a huge chunk of you do, is the age difference. You're just at different stages in life when you guys first align. And I always say age gap separations, they're hard. You have to be patient. You need to kind of let that butterfly, that bird go. It's a tough one. There's a reason that came to my mind. Okay, new beginnings. Intensity. This is about love bombing, but just with the theme of this, the intense emotion that's over this collective, there could have been love bombing here, but I feel it's more how much you're focused on it. And for the right collective, that's what's making you question, is it something I need to heal, or is this person's energy around me? Especially because I think this collective, this person, you've kind of ridden that wave. I said it before, of the obsessive thinking. Okay. Just before we really see what's going on here, I just want to see what you think this person's true intention is right now. Hold on. Sorry, I did a deep clean of here yesterday, so all my decks are in different spots. You could have done that. You could have really deep cleaned your sacred space, this collective. There's a reason I just said that, like as a detail. All right, what do you think this person's intention is towards you? You've got breaking barriers. There are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I think age is one of them for this collective. I'm trying to, and even distance maybe, I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can knock down these walls for you. That makes sense with that dark night and cosmic healing. I really genuinely feel this collective, it's not even just feeling you're a bit crazy that this person's about to come through. You've got to focus on their healing. So again, there's something that's triggered this thought pattern in the right collective. Don't make it fit. Time is ticking. So maybe you're thinking that they're going, and I just said distance. Maybe it's emotional distance you think they're going over as an obstacle. Maybe it's been a long time here that they're stressing about the time. Time is ticking. It's not this I'm trying to be, it's more like that blurb. It's not that blurb. I think this collective, you think you would be going over the time yourself. Number 9, ending cycles here. This blurb does say, I'm trying to be patient. I want you to return, and I want to return to you. Being apart from you feels like eternity. You could be seeing a lot of like I don't just want to say clocks. You could be seeing a lot of clocks, but maybe you've noticed the amount of like clocks or watches, or it's like this has become a sign for you and you haven't even realized, because it's such a common thing that you would see. But if you've been seeing like an influx of these, or a lot of clocks have been breaking, or you've bought a new watch, or there's a reason I'm hearing this, that I feel it's like there's a sign being presented to you, but you're not taking notice of it because it is so common. I think the universe is trying to show you something here about divine timing. Or you've just had alarms going off, like really, like unexpectedly. I'm hearing that specifically. Okay, free will, but you do think this person, this is really about not wanting to feel caged and making their own decisions in life. So even though you feel this person is going over the time here and how long it's taken, and they're probably stressing about it and wanting to break barriers, you clearly think this person does reflect on maybe feeling caged in this relationship, or maybe, you know, you kind of really wore the pants in this relationship. It's a, what you think when this person does think of this, they also go over maybe how, unfortunately, they kind of lost themselves, they adapted themselves a lot to your needs and wants in this relationship. I want to be able to make my own decisions and not feel bound by our connection nor other people's opinions. And opinions clearly a barrier. This collective, you would know that this person kind of lost themselves in this connection. And that it's kind of a fear for them. What you think. Okay, one more. I want one for underneath time is ticking. One more. Attached. Okay, so you could think that they think you're attached, or even them, that they've got karmic energy, karmic responsibilities that also stop them. 9th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 9th, and 29 could be an important number as well. All right. Just before we get into what's really going on, I just want to see what the universe just wants you to surrender to, because I keep seeing that intuition. I feel this collective, that's something you need to work on, trusting your deep instincts and intuition. Fear. It's the fear that comes over you. So you need to clear out your root right now, and your solar. You need more confidence. So they're telling you, surrender to the fear. Don't focus on it. Trust yourself. Let go of fearful stories you keep telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. I always say this is the perfect time to grab your pen and paper, your little journal, and start writing down everything you're feeling. So once this emotional trigger subsides, which it normally takes about 3 or 4 days, I always tell you guys, when something severe like this comes over you, write. Because when it does subside, and after you do this time and time again, you start to teach your brain, if you know it or not, that this emotion that comes over you, it's like a roller coaster. It comes and goes in waves. So you write it in the trigger, and then once you've released the trigger a few days later, rewrite your emotion, and you start to see how it's your old belief system, especially of this collective fear of what comes next, how it can just trap you in these stories, these fearful stories. Let go of fear. Oh, I've already read it. You need more confidence in yourself, this collective. Rest and sleep. So Maybe you haven't been sleeping properly of recent. Maybe you've been having a lot of vivid dreams. Maybe you're getting up a lot, sporadic points of the night as well. Maybe you're working too hard. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep and rejuvenation of your mind, body, soul, and spirit. This is important for this collective. So you might even have moments through the day or all day, you're just feeling really kind of tired and drained. But when it gets to sleep time, it's like maybe you can get to sleep quite easily, but it's that true restful deep sleep maybe you're really struggling with right now, which means there's so much going up here internally. I don't want to say Nine of Swords. I don't think you're in insomnia, but it's clearly been a struggle for you of recent. Believe in who you are, how magical you are. That's what I'm feeling. This collective, you don't trust yourself enough. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of our life. Remember that you are a magical being with uniqueness and a worth that just comes from being you. That's the card I was seeing. It's this. Tune into your inner voice. Beware of gut feelings, flashes, and aha moments. So you did get a gut feeling, an aha moment, and I always say true intuition, that's what it is. It's a flash, right? But then people start to think it's the overthinking, the over fixation, that is your intuition. So whatever came over your table that triggered that flash of that knowing within that you're sitting in right now, that is your intuition. But again, you started overthinking, and then you're going over the time, and then you're going over this, and you're starting to question everything. Another thing, pen and paper, those moments you have that flash, that's when you write it down. You date it, you time it. And by the time you finish writing it down, your overthinking already takes over. This collective, you've got to start trusting this. You're clearly so powerful. And I think this collective, you know you're powerful, but this situation, because you don't have the answers, it's like you forget who you truly are and your fear takes over. So right now, right collective, you need to, every time you're feeling something like this, remove it. Do something that you love doing that creates positivity. You need to try and focus on really resting your body right now, especially your mind. So writing and journaling would be perfect for you, and things that you love doing. I always say a meditative state, you don't... Some people soar in meditation, but some people struggle with it. Just do something that clears your thought pattern. Let it be art, let it be walking, let it be crochet, let it be reading a book, let it be whatever it is. These moments, you need to clear your thought pattern and not fixate. And remember who you truly are. You're clearly very gifted. Okay. Let's ring that out. All right, first I want to see the universe's perspective, and then we will get into this energy connected to you and what's really going on here. All right. 22, that could be important. Compass. Clearly on some journey. All right, let's... What's going on around? I don't just want to see this connection. I want to see actually what's going on around you right now. Universe. That's what you've lost belief in, though. Expect the unexpected. So you do have some changes coming. It's funny because I'm looking at this card, and even this situation, it's like right now you expect it, but it's kind of you don't expect it as well. This is what's making you feel like I'm absolutely crazy here, which again, time really ties into this collective. So it's like you expect it, but I feel more of you feels you're crazy for expecting it. So it's more unexpected. Right, collective, you'll know what I'm trying to say. But let's take this situation out of it. I do think you've got some things that are about to come into your life that is going to be a bit like, huh? I will get more detail when we confirm it. Let's just get 5 for your top row. 5 could be an important number. Oops, 6 wanted to come out. We're doing 6. 5th of the 6th, 6th of the 5th could be a birthday. Okay, so right now you're on a quest. Relocation, moving. This is a card of relocation and moving. Maybe this is really on your mind, or this could be something that's coming up as well. Maybe all of a sudden you've had a fear about moving. You could be picking up someone else's energy around you though, especially if there's no reason for you to fear that you're moving. This is coming to my mind very specifically, but you're starting to know where you're going. I'm more seeing this as the detail of relocation. There is dependable energy around you right now. So maybe you're questioning some people's motives or dependability, even your own. Clouds. Well, we know that this collective, you're sitting in it. I'm going to be intrigued to see what confirms that. It's in my nose. I needed to sneeze. You could have needed to sneeze in that moment. Thoughts. Problems, doubts, hesitation beyond your view. Something's unclear here. Confusion, indecision over misunderstandings. Number 14th of June could be important here. Okay. So your soul contract's activated around you right now. And it's funny because that wanted to come out of that little black deck, but I didn't read it. Number 25, 25th of June could be important, or 25th by itself. So there's something in your agreement, your soul contract, that's activating. But this is about partnerships, but trust, alliance, commitment, circular, closure, promise, bond. There's something about clocks happening for this collective. That deviation was important. If you haven't noticed a really odd amount of clocks around you, and I know I said in that part, you probably haven't taken notice, but as I said it, something should have taken you to a memory, because you've even got the trust divine timing here. So there's something that the universe is trying to show you about that perfect time. I'm seeing my little charm, you know, when the time has stopped. There's something here as a detail, but right now there's something with your soul's energy that's really starting to activate more. There's a binding force around you right now, life force, source's energy. I think you're activating. New perspective, beautiful, inner child spark. Number 13, 13J, new beginnings, innocence, brand new, your creativity. And we had that deviation about doing things that soothe your mind. Maybe you need a creative outlet. Maybe you need to go buy some paints or some charcoals, or why am I seeing those little books? You know those books you can color in? Like, I know that sounds very childish, but there's a reason that came to my mind. Carefree, a new perspective is coming over you. That's good. My amethyst and my little willow tree, she's holding a butterfly, so transformation, but this little amethyst wanted to go on that then. Clarity of the mind. Okay, let's confirm these. All right, what's unexpected that's on its way? Oh, you got 2 then. Okay, so there could, what's that paired with? Oh, good. All right, so I think this is more what's being removed, especially you got the axe, the stabbed in the back, like there's been some whip energy around you, but there could be something to do with an unexpected grievance that does come up. Let it be with this person, or let it be with a family member, a friendship, something you really didn't see coming. But this card is about doing it again and again. So something repeated could be coming up. You kind of, to have the ladybug with this, that's pretty positive. But 3rd of November or 11th of March, J and A, a vibrant, abundant life, expect the unexpected. Happy, comfort, leisure, good health. Maybe you've really been focusing on this. Balance, wishes coming true. Birth of a daughter, and you had the girl here as well. I want one more for this row because I feel that's more something that's being removed, but you could have just as something. Oh my, can you see that? Wanting to... Okay, so that card's like that, right? And all I could see was the 1111. Underneath it, like literally just peeped the number. Let's get one more for this row. Oop, oop, oop. You got the reconciliation card. I think that's what's being soothed. So happy, harmony, beauty, creativity again. So you're about to get an Ace of Wands over the mind, a gift, reconciliation, love, openness, expression, warmth, gratitude, forgiveness, I'm hearing. 9th of the 11th, 11th of the 9th, or of the 3rd, vice versa. Okay, on a quest. Oh! There could be something that is unpredictable that comes to do with relocation. You got the Wolverine. There's something unpredictable here because that was the main thing I was hearing about the relocation. And I did say there was dependability around you, like being activated. Maybe, hold on, let's get one more for this. Number 20, A. Hierophant energy. Whatever this is, it's nothing to fear over. Like, it's going to create a really strong foundation for you. I think it's going to create something quite magical for you, okay? But also, let's just take it to, let's say you see this person connected to you as this kind of energy. It could be them. It could be they're going through something like this. Because this is what's around you, I know, but also this connection. So it could be them, or it could be something that happens future-wise, maybe. Let's get one more. I want one more. Oh, you got the twin flame card. There's two, but the other ones, this is twin flame, soulmate, the one, a pair of things, deep soul connection, blooming love. I think that more confirms it could be the person connected to you. It could also be something future-wise here as well. 14th of the 6th or 20th of the 6th. June is clearly an important month for you guys. Swans could be a sign for you as well. Divination, I say this Hierophant, he's my ritualist, spiritualist, so I feel this collective, there is something about your intuition, right, when it comes to relocation. But I always say, you guys, especially that come out of dormancy, when you feel an energy around you that's very important, right, because you guys are meant to learn to transition from empathy to being a healer, you have to feel that emotion as if it's your own. So your poor little brain, right, you got someone, just example, someone's moving around you, which is very significant for your contract. Your brain is going to start putting in that fear. Remember, you got fear, let go of fearful stories you tell yourself. That, wow, so you don't see this, but this is why you need to remove fear right now. You have such a strength in your, remove the fear. You've got the miracle card. You got the stars. So you've got two here about wishes coming true. Right? So underneath things that you can't see, beyond your view, unclear, wishes coming true, peace, miracle, dream state. I think this collective's dream state would be very vivid right now. Falling in love, blessed, midnight magic, 16th of the 6th or 6th of the 6th. Okay, your soul contract, I want to get a couple of these. What's being activated in your... So there is something about your work as well. So there's something with an abundance flow that's about to come in for you. Boss, CEO, judge, coach, mama bear, protective, finances, benefits. I normally skim past this part, but there could be something, especially because health is something for you right now. Maybe you're really... This is more like, this says muscular and strong, and maybe you've just really been working on like body recomp, or I feel there's something within you that you're strengthening when it comes to health, but also maybe the person connected to you is quite muscular and strong. 15th of the 10th, 25th of the 10th, one more. Actually, I want two more. I knew it. You've got big opportunities. Major opportunities. You're about to celebrate the light. There's growth, a lot of warmth around you, things that are really going to activate enjoyment and positivity, expansion, building strength. There is something here about building strength. Don't make it fit. Things are unfolding. The plane's taking off as this card has come out. That's good. All right, trust in divine timing. All right, so there's something here about your illusions you need to break free from, but your spirituality, intuition, your psychic abilities, your dream state, another card of dream state. Don't make it fit. Your team is clearly trying to activate. Sometimes dreams are like riddles, but there's clearly things you're dreaming that they're trying to give you messages through the symbols that you're seeing in your dreams, right? Or you could be someone that actually has prophetic dreams and they're not so much like riddles. There's certain things in your dream state that your higher self, divine, is activating in you that you need to trust. So make sure you're writing everything down as you wake up, and you need to start deciphering what you're seeing, but certain enlightenment as well. So I do think things are becoming unstuck, but you need to trust the divine with what's coming next. 10 could be important. October could be important. I know we're in October, but I just mean in general as a month. Okay. 27th of July could be important, 13th of July. But you've got making contact, communication. It could come through email. It could come through more of a social platform here. But you could, especially this collective, there's something about your career. I'm literally hearing check your emails. There could be collaborations, or there could be something very important coming up that is really going to be very good for you. Coming through a stream of email. Let's get one more for that. So this is where you're getting the new perspective, new beginning, carefree. And again, whatever contact is coming here, it's, and this is what you're going through with that rest and rejuvenation, stress, anxiety, worry, fear, nagging. This is what's going to transform through this. 23rd of July could be important. You could be seeing a lot of, well, I don't know how you'd be seeing a lot of mice, but maybe on your feed, or your cat's brought you a little mouse, or like I'm seeing that as a sign as well. All right, let's get one more for that row. Oh, two more. Clear vision. So there's things that are going to soothe your clouds, put this carefree approach and stuff in you through whatever this is. Clear vision and perspective, past, present, future, new hope, longevity, feeling proud of something. And then you've got the big reward, luck on your side. But this is also about rendezvous, so be careful with that. Luck is on your side, something unexpected, good fortune, another card of being carefree, and a big reward. And this is from something short-lived to long-lived. That's good. One more for soul contract. Oh, you got the early retirement card. There is something really big about to happen with your business. Establish ambition, experience, achievement, longevity, career, development, early retirement, Phoenix. And you got that in the little black deck. Death, rebirth, catalyst of your true heart's awakening, rising up from the ashes, total transformation, complete renewal. 25 again. That's good. All right. Now, before we get into this, I just want to get my move, because this collective, a big thing for you is the movement here. First, I just want to confirm if there's actually movement around you right now. So let's get a dice. If a 6 comes out, actually, we won't even get these because it'll be longer than a week. 3 came out. I just heard Jupiter straight away. Jupiter goes retrograde on the 11th of the 11th. That 11/11 that was peeking out. Okay, next 3 days. 72 could be an important number for you. You could be seeing 72 hours. Okay, so you got luckies on your side, especially when it comes to finances. That's a big thing. I know this is about bad finances, addictions, but just with what's around you, you could have an acceleration when it comes to career and finances within the next few days, just to really tie you to this and things aligning in your contract, right? But there could also be something. Let's get one more for that, because I actually think it's more confirming that. Hold on, let's get one more. Oh, that's way too many. But the butterfly, let go, make room for the new beginning that's on its way to you now. Truth. Travel. And I was hearing distance before. Okay. Oh. Don't like that card. Someone's full of themselves. Let's get one more for that. Just with all the new energy, I know we're about to tap into their true intention. You want to hope that's not how they're approaching. One more. Okay. Too many, but I'm going to read them. So I ain't going to read that word. I always say, if you really believe you're connected to, you shouldn't even be watching love readings. This collective, I genuinely feel that's what's transforming here. You've got to remember, this person masked, right? They've watched the whole thing. Whatever's coming, manifestation, commitment, things are about to get serious, but caution, do not overwork yourself. And that's what you're doing right now. It's like the universe is trying to give you like a little pre-test. Whatever's come over your energy that has triggered this confusion state and this overwhelm, it's like they're testing you right now if you can really deal with this. I always talk about the pre-lessons that come in before the actual big lesson. Whatever's coming, and I kept saying it in that first part, your deep soul still resonates this person as avoidant and abandonment. You have to change that perspective if this is like you, that's what you're holding on to subconsciously, right? So of course, because that's what you're feeling deep within your soul, as soon as this pops up, even if it's something beautiful, because you're sitting in fear, watch the whole thing. What's going to happen? You might ruin something good because you're going to be instead of letting this person present as new, believing in the transformation, which means you really struggle with trust. You're always looking for ulterior motives. So just remember, you've got new energy approaching you, but we will confirm everything. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by trying to find red flags that aren't even there. And if you cannot trust this at face value, it shows you're just not ready. Like, truly. If this person's presenting a different version of themselves and that's still not good enough for you, one, you're not letting nature just run its course. Internally, you would be like, you're wanting to rush the process. If you're feeling like that, you need to trust your emotion, and that just shows you straight off the bat. Slow and steady. Let this person show you consistency so you can build that trust back. But don't be trying to force the river here, especially if they're showing you nothing but change. Watch the whole thing, because otherwise that won't make sense. next 3 days. Oh, gosh. I'm all for that. It's about feeling used. Okay. This person's intention is going to be interesting because I'm feeling, I'm going to intuitively say, I think there's two different people here, because everything I say is for a reason. You could have someone attached to you in the next 3 days, especially because you're about to go through a financial win that you're feeling a little bit used by. It could be someone that, sexuality as a detail. But whoever this person is, this is about figuring yourself out emotionally. So maybe they are a little bit unaware. Where I'm feeling this person connected to you is becoming, I feel it could be two different people here, as well as another detail to tie you to this whole reading. But let's confirm them. Okay. It could be, you could have someone, remember the first deviation, I think your finances are about to go into flow. But I do think you could have someone here that's struggling with finances, addictions, maybe you're someone, unfortunately, especially if you know there's someone that struggles with addictions, but you enable them by giving them money because they put the guilt trip on you all the time. You have someone around you, unfortunately, they're a little bit dishonest when it comes to their finances, the things that hold them back in life, and I've put that sexuality card over the top of it. So whoever this person is, I just don't think they have figured themselves out completely in the depth of their soul. Communication. You want to hope it's not the same person. Now it's going to be interesting to see. Whatever, the next 3 days you're going to have someone coming in for communication that struggles with finances or addictions. They might ask you for money. Luck is on your side. Yes. Lady Beetles. You could have had a Lady Beetle land on you. Confession. Okay, through this breakups. That's what I feel. I feel there's something very beautiful. So luck is on your side. You got the pairing here. Commitment over this person. Luck is on your side with that. But I do think you've got something else here that's a bit messy. So underneath this, you've shut the door. It's your own fear. You think it's this person's emotionally unavailable. And it makes sense. They're wearing I get it. Watch the whole thing. But you genuinely think this is over. Let's get one more for these two middle rows. And remember the deviation about how your brain, about the archiving, right? I do think you have someone quite around you energetically, and unfortunately your brain mistakes it for this person. Let's get one more. Unless it's all just one. Mercury retrograde, they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. This middle row is... and like I said, I'm about to get their true intent. I actually feel very positive, but I do think you've got a bit of a messy energy around you as well. Unless this is something that they want to speak about. It could be what... But then I guess confession would have come out, wouldn't it? This part's confusing me a bit. Someone else. It's someone else. So that's someone else. Let's take the... That is another completely different energy to that. And I think this collective, because there's been so much headache with this, unfortunately, your brain is mistaking this messy energy around this for this. Because this collective, you're very connected, right? Right, collective, this will make sense. Which, again, caution, don't overwork yourself. This interference of this energy is going to make you distrust this energy, where the universe is saying, do not overwork yourself. This has got luck by your side, right? And... even though it's someone else, this messy stuff could be tied to this person in some way or form. Although I keep hearing sibling. I think it's someone, either a family member or a friend or... Okay. Should I just get a deck to confirm that other energy for the right... Let's just quickly see who this person is. Let's get 3 cards. All right. So Ace of Swords in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. So whoever this energy is, you've had some hostility here. I think you've tried to redirect it in the past. I do think they got sneaky. The Lie Pants on Fire card. This person tends, or maybe you've fallen short to some misinformation. They can cloud your judgment. But blocked communication. Maybe you haven't spoken to this person for a while, but unexpected surprise. Whoever this person is, you could have a couple energies around you, even, I'm going to say it, maybe love-wise, but making amends. It could be a family member you haven't spoken to for a while, but this person's going to come in quite confidently. But missed opportunity, insincere, hurtful. Unfortunately, whoever this person is, they're still figuring themselves out emotionally. So even though they're coming in this kind of way, I do think they're kind of covering some of their true intentions. So just be careful. Why does a part of me think this person could be connected to this whole situation as well? In my intuition is telling me it's either a family, or it could be one of their family members, because I keep hearing family member, but I'm also hearing connected to this person, because how confused I was, especially if this person created the missed opportunity here. It's like they might come in just before the person connected to you comes in to try and kind of, because that's someone else. It does say sabotage, someone in the middle trying to sabotage things. It could be. Let's get one more. Oh, and then I think it's connected to the person. Just how confused I was, and I'm like, they're 2 different energies, but it was making me feel, it could be one. I think it's connected to the person on your mind, okay? But I think it'll shock you. Expect the unexpected. Okay. Oh my God, at the bottom. Getting caught, confession, remorse, coming clean, pricked consciousness. But maybe through a 7 of Swords approach this other person. You're gonna, next 3 days. All right. And it's funny, enabling at the bottom. All right, I'm just going to cleanse. I'm going to cleanse, and then we're going to see this person's feelings, intentions, how they genuinely see you as a person, and what's coming next here. That's what we're going to do. Okay, I want to start with these first. So let's see their deep intention right now. Okay, huge confirmation, this collective. Do not make this fit. The age gap. Huge confirmation, because it's come out. So if that detail didn't align with the actual age difference, being some form of destruction here with the avoidance, the abandonment, not your reading. Because I was on the fence of if it was... just the emotional maturity. so you can feel them. So that's part of your crazy right now. Remember the theme of this. Something's happened that's triggered you think this person's coming. They're sitting on unsent messages right now. So they have been trying to access your energy. And it says top secret. They've probably tried to write about that many messages to you. Number 76. I really want to tell you how I feel, but is it too late? Will you understand what I'm trying to say, or will you misinterpret my message so they're fearful of how you're going to react? So I'd rather say nothing at all. So they're fighting their mind and heart right now. Age difference. So they are going over the age difference and the emotional maturity. I know there is a huge age gap between us, and some may even object. You think their intention is their free will, but wanting to overcome the barriers. So you feel that they want to overcome these barriers with you, but that free will, remember, I don't want to be bound to this connection or other people's opinions or something. So they are reflecting on, some people may even because of it. However, we are so similar in so many ways, regardless of our differences, but their ego. Number 7. So we've got 76, 62, and 17. So either individual like numbers, significance, or 7th of the 6th, 6th of the 7th birthday, 6th of the 2nd. My pride and ego held me back and stopped me from being my true authentic self. So they are in deep reflection of this. So something's activated in them for them to understand they've been moving forward with their ego. I'm afraid you'll reject me because I fear I'm not good enough for you. My self-confidence is just a facade. So detail. This person around people would present very confident, especially around you, right? They've had a mask, so very confident, undaunted, oblivious to emotion, just kind of that cool cat energy, where inside they're probably a very sensitive, overwhelmed soul. And if they struggle with self-confidence, you would have had examples of this in your connection. So being quite jealous, quite possessive, maybe highly accusatory. Okay, deep intention, unsent message. Libra. So they could be a Libra. You could be magical muse. We love that. Number 88. Oh, you could be seeing a lot of 888 because your contract's being activated. Karmic clearing right now. And your first card was the karmic triggers in the little black deck. Okay, unsent messages. Libra. I know I acted as if I couldn't make up my mind about it. Okay, that doesn't align. Because remember when we grabbed that deck and I said, I feel this person literally said to you, I don't love you anymore. We have too much age, but whatever the case, we spoke about it in the start. I think this person, unless they've come in a few times, but just for unnecessary things, like I really feel when this person, for the right collective, when they walked away, they haven't tried to make it work with you again. They could have contacted you a few times, but I know I acted as if I couldn't make up my mind about this relationship, but it was really because I was scared of hurting you and you hurting me. Whatever the case, I do believe they're scared of hurting you, you hurting them. This is what they're struggling to voice right now. This is what they keep writing and rewriting. So if they are going over that they haven't been able to make their mind up and they have just come in sporadically here and there, this is probably why they keep hitting delete. They're probably still questioning this as well. And if you still care, if they struggle with confidence issues, they would be questioning how you're feeling right now. Actually, hold on a second. I just want to get these because I'm seeing that confusion, unclear of where you stand. Hold on. Oh, that's nice. Oh, so there is a truth that they need to say. You got secrets. Reveal. I want to tell you the truth. It could just be about their feelings though. Irreplaceable. So they're seeing you as irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. They're overwhelmed. Again, unsent messages. The stress of this is draining me. I think this person's really over and reunion on how to approach. One more. Ego, again, double confirmation. This is sad, so they still feel unworthy of you. So this, I fear I'm not good enough. It's still there. That's not good, my angels. So it means they're scared of rejection. They don't have enough confidence yet. So that purple deck, maybe it's the other stuff that comes up first before and this person does, and especially if it's attached to them. It's like if whatever energy comes first with all of those issues, and if it is attached to them, you just want to hope it doesn't kind of back this person in a corner to have to come forward. But you did have luckies on your side. I just can't see this person revealing this and coming forward because they're really trapped in unworthiness right now. Let's just keep going. So they're reflecting on the reciprocity. I can say that word now. Maybe they didn't appreciate you the way that they should have. Maybe for a long time they felt you didn't appreciate them. But now they're starting to remember this was irreplaceable. You clearly made this person feel seen and good. Reveal about a third party, and you've got that energy around you. I feel this person might get backed in the corner here a little bit. Watch the whole thing. I want to reveal the truth. There was other things that got in the way of us being together. And that other thing that got in the way, or things, is kind of all melded for this collective. Overwhelmed. They unappreciated you. Over the forgiveness, will you, this is where it is, and then will they get forgiveness here? I was seeing the confusion card, it didn't come out. So because they still struggle with unworthiness, because they know there's something big here that needs to be spoken, they're reflecting on how much they truly loved you, right? And this is why it's overwhelming them so much. Do I just choose silence? No wonder they're sitting on this unsent message. Oh, this person's drained. And you're struggling with rest and sleep, and I think this person would be doing, I think you're on their mind very heavily right now. Let's get one more for overwhelmed and forgiveness. Oh, they want to mend it. So they want to fix the connection. So it's not just wanting to come in and like talk about, like they're wanting to be with you. I want to fix our connection. Oh God. All right, unworthy. Over the unfinished. So your threads are calling to each other right now. The unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. So whatever the unfinished business is, it affects their worthiness here and their confidence. So it's not something little. I just realized I don't have all my rings on. The last one. And their habits, so they still have some bad habits themselves. I don't know if I'll ever be able to change. So maybe there's the core things here that created the unfinished business, and they may still be struggling with some of those things right now, which is sad because in the energy around you, it was showing they're presenting new. Maybe they're not. Or maybe they're just really hard on themselves. I don't know. We'll have to get a few more cards here. Oh. All right. Age difference. Oh, gosh. Insecurity. This person really struggles with self-love. So even right now, so whatever the age gap is with you guys, or activates more insecurities with them. If you really knew who I was or how I felt, you may not love me anymore, and I'm afraid you'll reject me if I show you who I really am. There is something about those habits and reveal and the reason they walked away that they are really afraid to come clean with. 73. Sad. So with their ego, they could be quite materialistic, this person as well, but this is what they're reflecting on. I was so focused on my career and my goals, I took you for granted. And I expected you to wait for me. Unfortunately, maybe they did. I had a collective the other day that just kind of felt like the person connected to you. They just always thought you would be there when they were ready. And I don't normally feel that with this card, but I think this person's ego made them truly believe that they could just come back whenever for this collective. But now they don't feel like that. Now I feel they're really worried. Let's get one more. Oh, they got that. You got that. So I do think they want to break these barriers, but they are going over all the obstacles and stuff that are here, just like you. There are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I'm trying to become a better person so I can knock down these walls and eventually be with you. I want one more for this, and then we'll get their true feelings right now. And the free will, you're right. Oh my God, this collective. Sorry, that bloody iPhone watch thing. You got that, and the time is ticking. So underneath the unsent messages, there is, opinions are big for this person. And they do reflect on sometimes how this was very caged. It was a very caged, you're right. Let's get one more. But there's a regret. Wow, let's get one more for that. Memory. So they're going over a memory with the lack of free will. Let it be from you or the people around them. Because this is what they keep deleting the message with. Don't make it fit. June 21st, August 5th, August 6th to September 21st. So this is clearly a past cycle. Unless they've been sitting on an unsent message from this time, from June to September, because we're in October now. I think it's a past memory, though, that affected this free will energy. Hold on, I want one more. Maybe. One more. Now I'm getting confused with this throw. I think that literally this person's energy trying to send this. Whatever this is, it creates such indecision for them. One more. Cancer energy. You could be a Cancer, Libra, pairing Cancer involved, but the energy of this. I've always been so hot and cold with you. Maybe that's what it is. And I know that was confusing, and I'm getting confused. I think this person doesn't want to be hot and cold. It's like they know deep within their soul they can't just come in just blasé. Our connection was too much for me to handle, and it was the only way I could deal with it. And that's why they, whatever this is, because this collective, you think about it, to make them stop hitting send, they go to how consuming this was and how they lost themselves with you, right? It's like, I'm scared to open that scar again. So every time they want to come in, their insecurities take over and they go to the negative. So they still blame a little bit. That's a red flag. Red flag. I know that purple deck was really nice, but this shows in their soul what's creating this fear. And remember, with that part, the universe is like, caution, don't overwork yourself. Even though luck is on your side, if you have that outlook of distrust, ulterior motives, this person's already dissecting this to like every which detail. This will backfire. Pisces, could have been a Pisces here as well. But this is that how they believed love should have been a certain way, and there's deep reflection. This person really did lose themselves in this connection, and they're fearful they're going to lose themselves. It's that Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and it's like all these people had to come and put them back together again. And this poor collective, you don't even know it. Okay, let's get those Divine Truth cards. Towards you. The only card that's up is that the divine timing is following this collective around too. There's something very important about this detail on those clocks. 11:11, divine timing, the universe. This, they don't know this. This is more up above. The universe always delivers in timing. Be patient, trust the process. So right now, irresistible to them. I cannot resist you. You are the best. Oh, this is... you're the best I ever have. You do have my undivided attention. I just think they're overwhelmed. Oh, that's really good. We love this card. I think they're halfway there. Remember, I always say you can't change someone's perception with words. Those couples that you need to be like, no. You can't do that. And this person has, you can clearly see they've been blaming their pain so much for so long for you, right? But this is good. I was only able to see what I wanted to see. I am sorry for not seeing your worth. That's good. This irresistible one, not so much, because it's just surface level. Wow, very good. Makes me think. The reason I got these and not the feeling cards, because there's a lot about activation in this. They're going through isolation right now. So I always say when you guys first activate, you guys really get inserted in your magical bubble, especially if you have memories of this person being more of a social butterfly and out and about and, you know, likes to have time with friends, and like they're sitting in isolation. So they're in deep reflection of their emotion, which is good, over a certain love offer that they're freaking out about. Oh, it's my favorite card. Sorry, you got the Weirdos card. So they really are reflecting on the depth of your love. You make me feel comfortable in my own skin. I can be myself with you. The reason this is my favorite card, because it's those true soul connections where you just do everything in front of each other, like your complete comfortable selves. You do those things you would never do in front of anyone. You're just so raw, real, and authentic. And I love this card. And they remember that. I'm going to sneeze again. Career. It came out this time, bless me. Career driven. So that Capricorn energy, they really have been focusing on their finances. I actually think that's good. I always say you can't really activate that divine masculine strength if you really struggle in that department. All right, divine timing. We know that this person's freaking out, but it's the divine that's got a hold of it. They'll eventually hit send. You just need to be the best version of yourself. Focus on the positivity. Anything that's coming up, bad habits that you know you shouldn't be doing, don't do them. Watch the whole thing. Divine's working its magic here. I genuinely feel that next 3 days, this person's part of the energy. So it's, as we're reading it right now, I don't think they've made the decision, but I do think, but even in that 3 days, you have to handle this very carefully. You make me feel nervous and excited in a good way, but I am so scared to approach you, truth. But the divine's got a hold of it. The divine's making them nervous. It's the veil. Oh my God, truth. So this is why they're also not hitting send. They know you're over it. So you're not going to take anything less. So that hot and cold approach and all of that, they know it ain't going to fly here. It's like a part of them believes it's like, I've got one chance here, like in their soul. They know you're over it. They know you're over their games and you'll no longer accept less than you deserve. This is underneath what makes you irresistible. So there's something about your worth and your boundaries that is making you irresistible in their energy, if they know it or not. Perception. Oh, they're thankful. So they're starting to remember the good times. They're starting to remember how they should have appreciated you and your sparkle. That reciprocity with the what was it? Irreplaceable. It's nice. They should have been thankful to have you in their life when they had you. They're shattered. Through this isolation, it's breaking them down. Old habits are breaking me down. A new version of me is being revealed. We love that. That's what happens to you guys. Weirdos. Oh, and they got the transformation. So they do have activation cards in this. Good. They're transforming, which is making them remember you and this connection. I'm making conscious choices to transform into my higher self to be with you. We love that energy. That's really nice. Oh, so I don't mind this. Sorry. I think there is still a bit of their 3D expectation to finances. It just shows this person wants to provide. It shows this person wants to be able to provide and protect. I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that. You're a mirror here. You're clearly very successful and career driven yourself, this collective. I don't mind that. Power couple for this row, 100%. They just want to do something great here. I think that's beautiful. And I always say true divines, you end up being power couples. On that weirdo card, didn't want to go in. Favorite card. They really do. It's not just this, that irresistibility about you. It's your inner core. It's the way you guys, that's irreplaceable. And they literally got that card before. It's very rare you can find connections like that. Very rare. It's unforgettable. I'm hearing that unforgettable. Who sings that? I don't even know. All right, I'm going to get tarot. I want to get just a couple of these. I wasn't going to get them. That you got that unexpected, caught off guard, so it has really caught them off guard. Okay, well, we know that. They're very confused right now. Very tempted right now. Oh, perfect. And you got that. So they are going through healing. Okay, so they're trying to fight their temptation. They're trying to fight that magnetic desire. I think this person's scared of rejection. I ain't gonna lie. But they have been activated. Stop being confused, my angels. Watch the whole thing, because that was one of your biggest things. Whatever has come over you to trigger all this, there's something in that trigger that made you question, oh, have they activated? So they've clearly done something that's made you question this, because that's one of your biggest questions. It's really nice. All right, let's just get two more. I always say you can't have a divine counterpart with one divine person. You both need to be activated to the divine light around you. So oh my God, as we're saying it. Good. So from father wounds to divine masculine, they're healing their wounded masculine energy. Just trust and believe. Very nice. Let's get one more. One more. True divine. When they lock in, they'll lock in. So they are activating that divine masculine strength, the bravery, determination, and persistence. Be positive right now, my angels. Okay, let's get tarot. All right, so what we're going to do, this person's next action towards you, how you should approach it, and what the outcome will be. I actually really like this energy, even though it wasn't, I just feel real warmth and glow from this energy. Like they didn't have all the most perfect cards, but some some energies make me feel really off. You can genuinely see how much this person cares. They're just really afraid, very nervous. All right, so their next action towards you, how they're going to approach you. How they're going to approach this beautiful collective. Their next action, please. Okay. Oh, I guess that's a good balance. King of Swords with King of Cups. Oh, but very quick. Look at all this. You've got swords, cups, swords, cups. So, and it's literally their energy now. They're literally trapped in their mind over communication about the emotion to come forward, right? The fighting their mind and heart with that send. Okay. Me seeing this, I do feel the way they approach, truthful, truth-seeking, logical, but also emotional, warm-hearted, and intuitive. I actually think that's a very good balance, because I always say that King of Cups, so warm-hearted, charismatic, but he's so good with surface level things, but when it comes to depth of honesty and vulnerability, he struggles. King of Swords don't struggle with depth and honesty. That's how he moves forward in life, right? So I think that they're going to have the emotional balance with the logical balance, but I do think this person is going to come in with truths that need to be spoken, but in a centered way, right? I think there's a beautiful evolution in this person, and you're going to see it. I think you saw them leave as the Page. I think they've been on their journey. Page, Knight, activated that Queen, King energy. Do I think they're in Emperor Hierophant energy just yet? I don't think you're going to see... I think you're going to see some form of deeper soul evolution. But as for that real strength of Emperor or Hierophant, I think there's still a bit of fear. I think the way they come in is going to be very rapid, unexpected, and I do think as a collective, you're going to really need to... This Knight of Swords, I just see him as so impulsive. And he's such a dog with a bone for that end stop. He can really ignore the red flags around him. And if this is the approach that this person has, I do think there's an evolution from their Knight's energy. But I just think the way they come in, you just don't want to get a rapid high and then have that rapid low. And I think what really accelerates this stuff for you guys is how quick you try and rush it with each other. You've got to remember they're going over that free will. So there's such a big thing here about them losing themselves in you and feeling caged. So codependence, abandonment, watch from the beginning, was a huge... it was big here in this connection. And I think as soon as this person starts to feel they're losing themselves or like they're just going to... So as for trying to rush it, I don't think you should do this. I actually feel they're coming in from a place of having to move on from destruction, having to release things in their life that don't serve them. I think they're coming in a place of not feeling the most fulfilled emotionally. So they're already quite sensitive and a little bit temperamental within. So I do think they're going to speak about the walk away in a beautiful, balanced way. But I think this collective, your biggest test is not rushing the process. I feel it's going to be literally logic, like you've got swords, cups. I think it'll be a beautiful balance, but very emotional kind of energy as well. I just want two more. Oh my God! You're one king off the Emperor energy. Whatever's coming though, he's my trusting, loyal energy, right? So you've got the, holy moly, this is their approach to you, right? This is their next. I know that other part there's someone else around you coming for, they could be one of these signs, but this is their energy towards you, next action. So they are embodying the energy, holy moly, of a King of Swords, King of Pentacles, and a King of Cups. And you know what? It's actually good that the King of Wands isn't there, because they're not going to be moving forward and trying to control the situation. He's my ride or die. He's trustworthy. He's a little bit stubborn, but he's probably my favorite king out of all kings, with what he can grant and provide for someone, right? That's magic. Nice balance and a lot of strength. King energy, that's good. I think this is more how quick it comes in, right? And not to rush it. That's beautiful. One more. And that's why the universe is saying don't overwork yourself. I genuinely feel it can be trusted. Like I said before, I've got there's such a glowing energy about this person. Not all the cards are, but you can feel how genuine and how much they genuinely care. Like the nerves that they have and the details, and like they genuinely care about not just their emotion, but how this is going to impact you as well, which is really nice. Sun, my yes card. But we know that I literally said detail. This one sees everything. They could be spying on you. You've literally got the evolution. Left the page. They could be an air sign, because remember I said that. Left the page, presenting as a king. And it's funny because I say for my divines, I see you as the Queen of Swords, King of Swords in separation, because you're just trapped in the mind over everything. But again, I think you're really going to see the evolution. But this collective, the biggest thing is to trust it. Remember I said to you guys, they're going to show you that they've changed, but it's up to you if you believe it. Like if you're looking for red flags and you're going to find it. I say that all the time with the brain. If you're focused on negativity, you'll find it. You have to watch this whole thing. One, I think they've been keeping tabs on you. One, I think that because they're so nervous about coming in. So of course they have been, right? They're trying to feel the waters here. But I do think their mind's evolved. I think they've learnt things. I think that their brain is like a sponge right now as well. But they're very observant. Just like you, they don't miss a beat. So you're both going to be on high alert with this. But I love that I said left the page and that it's come out. That's beautiful. Okay. Now I want one more. And there's that Ace of Wands I see is activating in your mind. So it's clearly activating in their mind as, oh, the Two of Cups. So they're coming in equal to you. So don't put yourself on a pedestal. You're going to be in synergy. This is beautiful. And their intention, they want this happy relationship. They're seeing you as a soulmate connection. They're wanting harmony, reconciliation. That's why they're so nervous. I like it. All right, let's get how you should deal with it. Okay. Be authentic. Oh! So you've got Hermit, Sun, and Empress. So you've got 3 major arcana for how you should approach this, and huge universal energies. Let's just, in reverse, be optimistic, right? But be your authentic self, what you feel. If you feel blocked intuition and you're being step back, retreat, but be transparent and honest. It's going to take so much for this person to finally come through transparent and honest. If you're speak how you feel in the moment. I am so overwhelmed. I don't want to put my foot in it. I'm, shocked that you've turned up, but I really want to talk to you, but I do need some time to think about whatever this may be, right? If that's how you feel, don't play games. If you're a true divine and you're playing games, you're going to get games back to you. I'm more seeing this as be positive, be happy, but take it slow. Come from a higher perspective. You've been on a journey of soul evolution and activation for a reason. Do remember that part. They're going to present you. You need to present you as well. A higher perspective. Soul searching, but you might need to go and internalize a bit first. You don't need to rush it, right? But I think Empress, upright, stillness, nurturing, caring, kind, acceptance. This is a really nice energy. You've got huge universal, and that's why the divine keeps showing you clocks everywhere right now. Something so divine and universal with how you need to be. And she does not overwork herself and gather all that information and blah, 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 blah. Trust. And I'm hearing this. Whatever you do, don't be motherly. Like, don't be... I heard that for a reason. You don't need to give advice and this and that. Like, this is something, like, be raw and real. But I find, especially if you are some form of healer or like that bear energy, this isn't to heal this person. This is to listen, right? There's a reason I heard that with that. If this person's opening up about sadness and this, listen. It's funny, I say this a lot in personal readings. I find 11s do this a lot, which is odd because you're normally very emotional beings. But sometimes when people really open up on a deep level, they just want to be heard. They don't want advice given, or they don't. If someone's approaching emotionally and then you're being logical and you're trying to give them advice on their emotion, but they're emotional, people can see that as insensitive. People can see that as overbearing. People can see that as know-it-all energy. There's a reason I'm hearing this. You... Remember your 2 of Cups. So I said it before, don't put yourself on a pedestal. Just be gentle, kind, soft, right? When you're ready. You don't need to rush it. Yes, come from a higher perspective, but of your own emotion. All right. Equal give and take, but 8 of Pentacles. So outcome, there will be consistent effort. Put 10 of Cups. What the... I think you both are going to put the consistency and dedication to get to a 10 of Cups. This is going to be your outcome here, but it's going to take time and effort. I think you both will... This literally says dedication, which is beautiful. And I do think you guys are going to be very doteful and devoted and dedicated to trying to get this back on the same page. If it's coming into a 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, triumph, victory, success. And again, power couple. Ace of Wands. So you're both activating that Ace of Wands. That tried to come out before as well. A lot of passion here, a lot of movement, a lot of this can be about fertility and engagement as well, but good luck, success, new ventures, creative spark, passion, inspiration from one another, what the right love does. One more. Oh, 2 more. Okay, you will always have to be mindful. I always say true divines, you're each other's biggest... Oh my God, and 4 of what? Holy moly. 10 of Cups with 4 of Wands, you guys could end up... Just the outcome of this could literally lead to marriage in 10 of Cups. So and I find true divines, a lot of you guys, even though I'm saying take it slow, once you get to the point of foundation and trust again, it's like acceleration. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands, with the dedicated effort towards one another, really building this back with one another, being mindful towards each other's needs and wants and nurturing each other's vulnerabilities, building foundation, finding solutions through vulnerabilities. You got a 4 of Wands here. Celebration, weddings, stability, partnership, foundation, your community, prosperity. This is really nice. Oh my gosh, and we split it on the Lovers. And Ace of Pentacles. Oh, beautiful. 6 of Wands again. Queen of Cups. This is nice energy. So just from this into, like, you can really start building something very, very beautiful here. But that's your biggest thing. Can you trust one another? Can you trust one another's intention? That's what's going to take time. You can't go from what you guys have been through to just trusting each other overnight. It takes dedication and consistency. They'll hit send on that unsent message. You've got to trust the divine there. That's such a beautiful approach, the way that they end up coming in. They're not trying to hide anything from you. It's very nice energy to read. Oh my God, you got the communication bell. We haven't had that for ages. And there's that clock. Remember I said it in that part, my little charm, the clock. There's something so important about clocks and watches right now for this collective. This has stopped on 10/26. 26th of October could be an important date. But when time stops, perfect timing. Ducks, you guys could have a memory about ducks, or you could have just seen ducks, or on the day this arrives, you'll see like a little family of ducks. Trust your intuition. Candles, you could read candles, candle wax or flames. Could have a beautiful white candle going. You've got N and D here, and M. Lightning, well, we know it's coming in quick within 3 days, but it could come in on a stormy night or when it's raining. Signs, synchronicities. Your signs would be a little bit different, especially the clock deviation. I think this collective, there's signs you're being shown, you're not even noticing them. Because you're so used to seeing specific signs. It's like the universe keeps trying to show you something and you're not picking it up. You're not seeing it. Opalite, opal, or you just bought an opalite, or opal could be a birthstone. Lapis lazuli, communication, ancient Egypt. I used to wear this as a pendant. You could have just bought a lapis lazuli choker kind of pendant, or you need to. Perseverance, luck is on your side. Ellie the elephant. Confidence in your heart space. Healing, sacral, solar energy. Black and white animals. You could be seeing a lot of black and white animals. You could have had a black and white animal with this person, or you're going to. I'm hearing Armadale. It's an armadillo, this, but I was hearing Armadale. That's in Australia. That could be important. The Hamza hand, protection. And duality, your 20-cent piece. You could have just found a 20-cent piece. All right, important birthdays, memories, angel numbers you're seeing, or it could even be dates coming up. 8-8, and that's 8-8-8. So you remember that came up with the Libra card. 8-8-8 you would be seeing a lot because you're going through karmic clearing for your soul contract. So you would be seeing a lot, and you're about to hit an abundant peak, this collective. 12th of the 8th, 8th of the 12th, 19th of the 1st, 19th of the 8th, or 191. You could be seeing a lot of 8th of the 4th, 4th of the 8th. 11th of the 10th, 10th of the 11th, 6th of the 10th, 10th of the 6th, 1st of the 6th, 6th of the 1st. Then you've got 161, like in a line. You could be seeing a lot of that. And again, 191 in reverse. 3rd of the 9th, 9th of the 1st, 19th of the 3rd. 19 is important because it came out in the last roll as well. Or 3rd of the 1st, 1st of the 3rd. All right, I love you, my angels. Oh, and that rolled on 16. That could be an important number too. All right, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.